It's nice to get out here in a bit of solitude and get some fresh air, get away from all the city noise and all the traffic, really get to see a little bit of nature.
My hair gets soft, skin clears up. We really get out here to just be in the quiet.
The Roan Highlands are renowned for the beauty. There's not a lot of development within eyesight at the top of the mountain. There's not many places like that left.
When you're up in the highlands, you can look back and see where you've been and look in front and see where you're gonna go. And a lot of times when you're hiking in the woods, you don't get that same sense.
We live in the city, and so that's already all overtaken. And to be able to come up here and have some place to go, if we don't have this wild space, we're gonna be lost as humans.
The Appalachian Trail is over 2,000 miles long. A lot of that is in the woods, but this section here in the highlands of Roan, it crosses 17 miles of grassy balds. So you have amazing views through this section. I'm Jay Lutzy. I'm the board president of Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy. It's taken decades and multiple partners to put the Appalachian Trail in its optimal location. So you're always trying to buy the tract of land that gives the best view, that gives the best hiking experience. So this is Hump Mountain, and the Appalachian Trail is right at the top of that ridge. I work for an organization that takes financial risks. When we see a conservation need, we're driven to buy the property to protect a national park or a national forest. So this is the property we purchased. That's 324 acres, and that corner is there. You can see it comes right up within 110 feet of the Appalachian Trail. So you can imagine if this were a neighborhood, you'd be hearing voices and dogs barking and televisions while hiking the trail. It's too close for comfort for hikers. We went ahead and jumped off a cliff and borrowed $1 million to buy the property. And Land and Water Conservation Fund will reimburse us for that loan.
So the Land and Water Conservation Fund is a 53-year-old program that is funded by offshore oil and gas revenues. My name is Tom Kors with the Nature Conservancy that use that federal revenue source to conserve lands within the United States. The Land and Water Conservation Fund provides money for communities to reimburse them for projects that involve cultural and conservation, from local ballparks to large national parks and everything in between. It's a remarkable tool that is used in every county and every state across the United States. The Appalachian Trail is one of our many national trails that unifies many rural areas and brings hikers into local communities that otherwise wouldn't see some of this traffic. And we've been very fortunate to have these local communities embrace the hikers that come through.
Tennessee is a magnet for outdoor recreation. It generates $21 billion annually that contributes to the economy, and there are 188,000 jobs connected to outdoor recreation in the state of Tennessee.
The Appalachian Trail is a huge asset to pretty much every community that we have around here. It's not just about enjoying your assets, but you also need to provide for it too. So you need to be able to provide the food these people might need coming in off the Appalachian Trail. They need to replenish their packs, or they just want to sleep in a nice bed for one night. We need to take what we have and go with it because there's so much to offer in this region.
This is a blaze. This is what you follow down the AT to keep you straight on where you're going.
Betty, what do you feel about the overnight and the cold weather?
I think the shelter's going to be very cold.
If there was more development and if the appeal to be out on the Appalachian Trail were to fall, it would definitely hurt any business, especially ours. Yeah, it's very important to protect the areas around here. They need to keep acquiring that land because otherwise somebody's going to build something there.
I want to have a place for my kids to be able to come and their kids to be able to come. So it's hugely important.
We're ready. If this area was developed like a lot of other places are, then it would be gone forever. Because once it's developed, you're not going to get it back.
You can imagine what this would look like with roads carving it up and houses dotting the ridge line instead of the Appalachian Trail, and those are the stakes. So this is a Land and Water Conservation Fund success story.
The Land and Water Conservation Fund is something that has been taken for granted across the country, and we're working on getting local communities to voice to their members of Congress why it's so important. Without the Land and Water Conservation Fund, many places that we enjoy would not exist. It's part of our cultural and conservation DNA, and it's an essential fabric of our American society.